I think it's a shame that men don't give a chance to women. I know we talked about right before hopping in that sometimes we really just don't believe women can help, and if the
in
only
certain areas. Yeah.
and if the one person that is able to help that is a woman, it's their mom.
Mm.
Hmm. And not calling all men mama's boys. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. But deep down, as a man, kind of want to ask you: have you asked yourself, um, have I really let women help me? Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to There's an Iron Marriage podcast. Um, yeah, if you hear someone mowing the lawn, that's because we live in a wonderful neighborhood.
And they're mowing the lawn.
And they're mowing the lawn.
At 6 o'clock.
At 6 o'clock on a Sunday when football games are on and it's dark outside.
It was just odd. It's so odd.
You know, we love them. We love our neighborhood though. Thankful to be a homeowner, whatnot. So we ain't gonna cuss out nobody. We not. I'm just talking. So yeah, last time we talked about why do people push away good people. We did talk about women in that aspect for the most part. You gave some examples. I figured we could continue the conversation talking about why men push away.
From a male's perspective.
Yeah, from a male's perspective, why men push away good women. And I had to dig a little bit because I feel like, first of all, our culture, we have so many reasons why men don't trust women or men don't appreciate women. We have these circles of conversations of stuff is just not working out, essentially. And we want to talk about it and hopefully provide some solutions or at least internal thoughts that will help you think differently, give a better perspective on how love should be, at least. So yeah, why men or boys or however you want to put it push away good women? A big part of it is because as God has made us leaders, sometimes we don't like to listen. We have big pride in being men and figuring things out. And also, we don't really appreciate accountability at times. I can attest to that many times in my life. When I was single, I never really gave space to a woman to be my helper. And that's not to minimize what God has called women to do, but in the Bible it says that God made Eve as a suitable helper for Adam. And so when it comes to relationships and partnerships and different ways of doing relationship in general, men just are prideful. And I'm sorry. I kind of lost train of thought. I did. I think it's a shame that men don't give a chance to women. I know we talked about right before hopping in that sometimes we really just don't believe women can help, and if the
in
only
certain areas. Yeah.
and if the one person that is able to help that is a woman, it's their mom. And not calling all men mama's boys. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. But deep down, as a man, kind of want to ask you: have you asked yourself, have I really let women help me, or have I seen women as helpers?
Other than my mom.
Other than my mom. Other than my auntie. Other than my grandma. because when it comes to relationships, you do have to be able to trust, and we're in a society where it's hard for men to trust. Mm-hmm. So ask yourself that: Are you allowing women to help? And then if you're single and you're looking to be in a relationship with somebody, how can that person help? Mm-hmm. Do you have headaches when it comes to relationships, like in your dating life or in your marriage life? Like, do you have questions when it comes to marriage and what does that even look like? Or are you having a hard time getting married? Like, ugh.
Well, if you do, we have the solution for that. We have a book titled There's an I in Marriage. Boom. This book has all the answers to anyone who is dating, single, married, any way for you to get those headaches out of those situations. The answers are in here.
Boom. Look, we have a YouTube page as well with our podcast. We talk about all these different topics. And yeah, just follow along. Like, subscribe. Come check us out. Get the book. How can that person help you? And not, the romantic stuff. No, like, we're talking about living life for years and years to come in a relationship. So where do you want to go in life? And then how can that woman help you? You got anything to say about that?
I'm listening to you because it's from a male's perspective. I'm understanding, but I definitely can understand the part of how when men, they don't see many women as helpers because all they know or was raised to know is that a man does X, Y, Z. He's supposed to provide. He's supposed to be a leader. All these things, and then some people even try to use the Bible as to be an excuse as to why he won't allow a woman or a good woman in his life because you just haven't, the blinders have not been removed for you to see a woman as a helper. I couldn't get it out. So until, I say from a male's perspective, until men are able to see that, then they'll continue to avoid women who hold them accountable, who called them out on their crap, or tell him, like, you don't have to do everything by yourself. I'll help you. This goes back to that 50-50 thing we talked about. And what it all comes down to is really just looking in the mirror, being like, okay, like, what am I ready for? And how can I get ready for it? As far as accepting a good woman, or a good person in general, from a male and female's perspective, how can you accept a good person? What do I need to change within me, or what does God need to look deep in the soil of my heart and pull out, so that way I can accept what I've been praying for, like we talked about in the last video?
I think a lot of men have used the excuse that women aren't good. They look out into society and they see things a certain way, and kind of put that blanket on the thought of women aren't good, so therefore I can live in my excuses. A woman shouldn't hold me accountable. She should hold herself accountable. We've seen videos and heard things about that, and men, you're so quick to rebuttal, but again, where has God, told you to submit yourself? Where has God told you that no, that person's actually a helper? Don't treat them like that. Don't dismiss them like that. I would just say, even right now, like, if you haven't been thankful in the past few days, years, months, whatever, go to the people around you that are women and be like, you know what? I thank you for XYZ. I thank you for helping me in this. I thank you for being a part of my life. We get so big headed sometimes, and that's kind of male's nature. We like to be on top. We like to be able to handle things.
Literally, Elder explained it to me as men were created first, and we all were created in God's image. But because y'all were created first and y'all are men, y'all have a y'all are a little bit more like God in a sense of like that. Like you said, I want to be this, I want to be that. And it's like, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I think that's a lot of males' nature that deep down inside, that's what you crave. Even some women, but like for a man, I'm not really surprised because like y'all like your ego stroked, and I think that's okay when it's coming from your wife.
Yeah.
When it's coming from your wife, it's okay. And I think a lot of men might be a little afraid that she might not stroke that ego. A good woman is she's just holding me accountable. She's just telling me what to do and she's telling me this, but like
I mean,
as from a female's perspective, yes, do those things, but also, I mean, I think it's okay to tell your man like, you look good, you're doing great. You're the greatest, man. You know, like you stroke. I've had an elder tell me like stroke his ego a little bit, like just a little bit, and I'm like, yeah, you're right, like. But that's just what men need. It's kind of like when you're praising God. I'm not trying to put the two in the same boat, not at all, because they're nowhere near in the same boat.
No.
But like, I get it. Is what I'm getting at. When men have this pride and this ego, like I get where it comes from.
And I would even kind of talk about like a very, very, very recent situation. Like how we would kind of talk about naming the title of our podcast, like some of the episodes. And I'm not trying to say that you didn't do that you did anything wrong. You did not do anything wrong. I am man enough to say that my wife, she's a very good person, and I don't want to intimidate her by thinking that I have to always be right. But there's sometimes where I feel like there's answers that I can give, and women can give answers too. They can there's a partnership, but when there's a way that you believe strongly about something as a man, like you have to be able to talk with kindness, sternness, but kindness. Like if you want to stand on something, we always say stand on business, stand 10 toes, stand whatever. You can stand on it, but don't intimidate. Don't push people away just because you want to be right. It's like, okay, look, let's talk about this. I believe in this, and this is my perspective, and this is how I think things should go. And if she agrees, then that's how it should work. That's marriage. I mean, a lot of people just push each other away
because of your own
pride, egos.
Well, we talked about last week, emotions, not stewarding well over it. So you push those things away and even when you prayed for it, you just push it away. It's because you still have those blinders on. You just can't see it. And to go back, like you said, like it's when we talked about the titling of the podcast and stuff like that, it was just like, okay, this isn't worth arguing over. Like I just was like, this ain't worth it. It's not affecting our money.
No.
It's not affecting our relationship. Like it could have had I allowed it to just be something that was bigger than it needed to be. Like the old me would have put my foot down.
Who is you talking to?
Yeah, well, we ain't got to do it at all. Like, you know.
You know what? You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Or my verbiage would have been, like, when I say that, you got it. Like, you got it. But
these are the things we all say, like, as a community. Like, this is not just what, we're thinking, too. We're trying to explain, like, we as humans have these situations, like, and it's normal, it's natural, but you shouldn't blow everything up over it.
Yeah, and you have to pick and choose. And this is why it's so important that we understand we have choices when it comes to living on this earth and having a relationship with God, because we have to choose lovingness, kindness, patience, discipline and things like that. We have to choose to be selfless.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't choose those things, then it comes down to, okay, now you're working you're working in yourself, which then detaches you from that relationship with God, because he's like, you cannot do this by yourself.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So
I want to even add. I mean, we're gonna talk about some more topics on like how to actually communicate, but I think we've said it before, and we just want to reiterate, like, without God, you really don't understand how to communicate with people in an effective way, because you think that you are always right and you have to say what you have to say on your mind and on your heart, and sometimes that gets toxic.
It does. And we wrote that in the book too. Like, I want you to always honor what I have to say and how I feel and things like that. But there comes a time where I do have to sit back and be like, okay, like, is it really that deep?
Mm-hmm.
Is it really that I am like 100% right? And even if I am right, I always see it as, even if I am right and I know I'm right and he can't see that right now, it's always something in there that God is like, I need you to let him do this.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to let him do this. And then if there's a piece also there, and God will also tell you as the wife, do not let him do this. He will tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
But he will also tell you, like, let him do this because I need to work something in or out of him. And if you continue to block him of this in any way, whether you're doing it for him, whether you're just getting in the way, whatever it is, it won't get you closer to where y'all need to be. So stuff like that, like, this is why I try to be more mindful of picking and choosing when to go back and forth, especially with you or with people in general, because it's like, okay, what are we trying to get to?
Mm-hmm.
Because if we sit here and we go back and forth, this is not just with my husband, I do this with everybody. Like, if we sit here and go back and forth like this, we're just wasting time instead of just getting to where we need to get to. We supposed to be at point C, we still at point B.
Mm-hmm.
So the old me would have been like, we could stay at point B for 5 years. I don't care. Like, but now I'm like, no. Even at work, I'm like, you know what? You got it. Like, because I pick and choose when I want, when there needs to be like, okay, this is not right. When something's not right or something is like, no, this is important to me, then I'll iterate that. But if that person is still unwilling to listen, then it's like, no, I'll back off.
You know, you just brought up a good point, and why men, well, humans,
People just
don't like to choose or stick with or push away good people, is because they're so caught up on what they want to hold on to. Like
whatever it is.
Some people are stuck in a relationship 5 years ago, possibly, and whatever happened in that relationship where they just haven't let it go, they're still stuck there, and they're supposed to have moved on and resolved the issue, but you are still ready to pull the trigger on on and get your get back, or get or be, you know, standing 10 toes on something that happened so long ago. And that's how you end up over time pushing people away. We talked about it with your birthday. Like, had you held on to, is my week, is my birthday, is my way the highway, and I'm not just picking on you. I have moments like that too. I mean, we talk about it. We get to the point where we talk about it. If we don't let go and move on, we're still stuck, and then you start drifting away. You get irritated. You get tired of the nagging. Sometimes it's not even nagging.
It really don't be nagging. Yeah.
The dishes need to be done. The trash need to be taken out. The dog need to be walked. The baby need to be the diaper need to be done. Yeah, like
whatever it is. Yeah.
Like,
it's not nagging. This is like real life stuff.
But okay, sir, yes, you may have felt belittled at one point when you were trying to prove your point or you felt right about something. But why are you holding on to that?
And this is from a male's perspective.
From a male's
and
perspective.
from a female's perspective too. Because we operate in our emotions, we have to literally not allow it to be the line leader. Like we learned this at church. What about a year ago? Yeah, like you cannot allow your emotions to be the line leader. In this instance, from a female perspective, when you're pushing good people away, because you're holding on to that anger, you're holding on to that frustration, that sadness, or whatever it is, because he did something wrong. Like, this is why God wants us to walk in forgiveness and walk in lovingness, because at the end, you're gonna have to forgive your spouse. Your spouse is going to hurt you at some point, at some level. Like, you're gonna have to move on. And I'm not disregarding the emotions at all. Like, acknowledge them, talk about them, pray about them, but you cannot hold on to them, because then you are operating outside of God. Like, you are holding on to this instead of holding on and leaning on to Him and the Holy Spirit and what that can give you. So really what it all comes down to, like you said, holding on to something that you were supposed to have been let go of.
Man, that one girl that didn't appreciate you back in 3rd grade, you gotta
let it go.
I'm sorry. She's
somewhere married.
Maybe not. I mean,
or with her own problems. You know, she's probably up in heaven. Like, you don't know. You don't know these things.
But have closure within yourself to say, you know what, I'm a good person. Whatever happened back then, whether she cheated on me, whether it was, whatever the situation is, we're kind of filling in the blanks for you. But if you are pushing women away, that there was a point where you got hurt. We see this in movies, like the guy finally gets closure from a relationship a long time ago or something. Like that's a real thing. Like, please let go of the old so God can move and show you what's new and what's beautiful.
I think this message was for us too.
Yeah. It is. We be talking to ourselves. God be talking through us.
Letting go of the old. That's something I definitely prayed about recently. Letting go of the old and helping me see the new, especially, mostly for my inner, like, myself. Yeah.
Good talk, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna cut this one short. We're praying for you. We're praying that you get the things that you desire in life, but most of all, like having God leading you and getting there. It may take some time for God to get you there because He's working through things. I hope that this is something that's like, you know what, I really want to have a peaceful relationship. Like, I don't want to brag, but like, we really get to sit here in quiet in our house. Yeah. Like, there's a love. Yes. Grateful. We hope that you can enjoy peace in your life, enjoy joy, enjoy love. And yeah, we'll be back. Like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram. I.n.marriage should be in the bio. Yeah, we love y'all. Y'all have a great week.